after living for 3 weeks in our camper, I have to say it's been pretty successful. We have loved mostly every minute. Maybe the few days that we were dealing with our camper getting struck by lightning at Disney's Fort Wilderness, probably could have done without that. But for the most part, we have loved living in it. We had first gotten our first travel trailer in 2020. We were part of the big, huge pandemic surge of getting campers, and since we were homeschooling and we loved being part of the outdoors, we said let's just go ahead and try it. And before we bought it, we did test a few other RVs. We wanted not RVs, we tested a couple other travel trailers, trying to figure out what was the right size for us, what was the right layout. And so I would highly recommend that if you want to get into campers, rent first and see what you like. And so we ended up buying an over 20-foot camper, a travel trailer. We bought a tow vehicle, which was an extended length expedition, and we loved it. We had a great time in that unit, but we realized we wanted something different. We eventually want to go out west and have a big trip where we go out west, and we knew to do that we wanted to be in an RV, in something that you don't tow behind, but that we could get up, move around, and experience travel that way. It just made more sense with how we like to travel. So we sold our travel trailer, we sold our tow vehicle, and we were in the market for a year, and we were picky. There were a lot that came on the market, a lot of different classes, a lot of different ages, and we just couldn't find the right one. And then one day we were visiting my parents. We ended seeing them, and we look on RV Trader, which is where we were going. That and Facebook Marketplace were the two places we were looking to purchase. This one came up. I had not seen it before because we were an hour outside of where we typically are looking. All of a sudden this one popped up, and it is a Foretravel Grand Villa Unihome from the early 90s. And I mean, if you just look at that nose. It is so unique. It's one of the things that we have loved most about it, is how unique the look is. And the comments that we get from camper people, they just say, wow, you have a Foretravel, and you have a Foretravel that's over 30 years old. And we say, yeah, we love it. Now, people that don't know camping look at it and probably say, wow, it looks like a hunk of junk. Sure, but I'm going to show you the inside and show you why it is so spectacular and why we've fallen in love with it. Now, I can't tell you all of the specs on it and all the things that it has. That's Tim's territory, and I'm sure he can come on here and tell you all of the really cool things. I know it's a diesel. I know it's a diesel pusher because of where the engine is located. I know we have 2 ACs because they just died when it was hit by lightning. So I know we have 2 ACs. I know how to work the ACs. I know how to work the fans. I know how to work the black and the gray tanks, which is very, very useful. And I know how to turn the water on and off. But I also know how to organize, and that's my territory. So that's what I'm going to show you. So come in and you'll get to see why we have fallen in love with it. Now, before I do that, the campsite where we are right now, we are at a KOA. There are different classes of KOA. This is one of the higher level classes, which means they have really nice sites. It is a gravel site, but then look at this amazing patio that we have. Obviously, we bring our bikes with us. We put them on the back of Tim's car. But at this site, we have a great table set. This was just replaced. We were here a few months ago, and it was an older picnic table, and now it is great metal set. They also have other types of tables just depending on which site you're in. I think when we come back in a couple of weeks, it's going to be a different site, and I think it's a different table layout that we have. But then look at why we keep coming back to this one. Look what's right there. we have this inlet right here. This will actually lead out to the Gulf of Mexico, and it's quiet. We don't have a lot of waves, but we have kayaked out there. They have a kayak point where you can rent kayaks, and you can see all sorts of wildlife. Tim and Audrey went out the other day and they got to kayak with jellyfish and a lot of birds. When we went out the first time, we were kayaking with dolphins. That was spectacular, and a mom and a baby dolphin, which was pretty cool. And so out here, the other day we saw some manatees popping up. We always see fish jumping. I'm actually surprised that no fish have jumped yet since I've done this video, but let's go ahead and show you the inside and why it's so awesome. Now, Audrey and David are inside right now. I have no idea what they're doing. Hopefully they are not fighting or killing each other, but I think that we'll be okay. You guys being nice? Yeah. Awesome. All right, so when we come inside, first of all, you can see we have our stairs right here. And we have this awesome pad. This was left here by the previous owner, and it's nice and hard and sturdy, and we can slide it over our staircase so that when we sleep or when we're moving, we don't fall into our stairwell. We come in and we have our table and chairs over there. Only room for 2 chairs, but we make do. We eat outside most of the time anyway.
And we do have an extension piece, and we do have an extension piece, and we could have like foldable chairs.
That's right. Yes. So this is a layout that we have created specifically for us. Okay. Yes. It used to have a couch here and then 2 chairs there. And so we got rid of those and turned it into a bed for Audrey. It's a narrow twin bed. And then this is actually a collapsible bed, but we keep it out all the time. And then this is David's bed. So
I have a couch bed.
Yes, that's right. And we got these pillows so they can actually go back behind here.
When we're driving though, I just have them there.
Yeah, and so that can actually make it look more like a couch. All right, and David, can we show your favorite feature of your bed?
And there are cabinets down there. We don't use them.
Yeah, we can't get to them because of David's bed, but look at this. So we actually have a table right there that we can use, and they can kind of sit there, play card games, play board games, which you guys use it all the time, don't you?
Stuff games.
Yep. Awesome. So how do you guys keep your stuff organized? We get this question all the time.
We have 3 cabinets up here. I have 3 cabinets, and David has 3 cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
There's a blockage between that cabinet and these 2 cabinets, but I make do.
Can I show just this one cabinet?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. So we let the kids go ahead and just bring whatever they want to that fills those cabinets. This is not their clothes. This is where Audrey keeps her hairbrush and lotion and just some other things that she'll use at nighttime, or some hair accessories. So that's where she keeps that. This is that blockage that she's talking about. So throughout the cabinets, they have little blocks set in there, and you can see there's a light up there. This one we have turned off right now, but they can turn on.
Well, mine are.
Is yours burned out?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll replace that.
It's fine.
Yeah. And so then Audrey has 2 other cabinets where she keeps toys and games and books and those sorts of things.
And they're stuffed to the brim.
They are.
Because I buy stuff on this trip.
That's right. And then David over here has his 3 cabinets. Can I open any of yours, or do you want to keep them closed?
Keep them closed.
Okay, that's fine. And so then up here, we are in parking mode. So we actually will use these captain chairs as almost storage. It's where at nighttime, these big pillows will go up there. So that is my seat when we're traveling.
And sometimes
and
David's.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sometimes you guys will take that. And then here's Tim as he's driving. Lots of storage. This is one of the reasons why we loved this so much, because we actually have storage underneath here. These pull out. No, we don't. We can't use all of the storage. We have storage up here. And then as we keep going, you'll see even more storage. Now, again, we loved this one because it was so unique. Everything was wood. It felt like we were in a cruise ship cabin. So there's our stairwell.
The outside is amazing.
Oh, yes.
We
We love the nose of this camper, don't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
We just like a few days ago saw another one with that same point.
Yeah.
And that's like the first time we've ever seen one like that.
It's very rare. We love it. We love it. So anyway, there's that piece that I was talking about that we can slide over and cover up that hole so that no one falls out. We actually... falls in it. That's true. So then also we have the ability... We can open this up. Hard to do left-handed, but we can actually have it be a screen door there, and then that will open and lock. We've also made the adaptation. Let me come and grab it. We've made the adaptation that this back here is a blackout curtain so that it's nice and dark. And you can see that we've sewn blackout curtains that can open and close. And so at nighttime we have great darkness, and it also helps to keep everything insulated. Everything has screens so we can open it up on nice nights. And we also have day and nighttime shades that work on most of the windows.
Not on mine.
No, yours is totally broken, so we need to replace it.
No. Please can we not replace it?
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Audrey has also, we have these lights that we put in for the kids, tap lights.
They're great flashlights too. When I'm working on my pressed penny collection.
They can come in and out. And Audrey's used that for storage of some of her necklaces. Then over here we have our kitchen area and storage. So you're seeing it in its real lived-in form. I did not clean it up very well, so you're just seeing it as always. We keep our insect repellent over there so we can grab it if we need it out on our patio. We have a little bit of fruit that we keep out. Our kitchen area here, super important to make sure that you do not have humidity in the camper. So we have a couple of these Pro Breezes, which we love, to collect the humidity, and then we can dump that. Nice big sink. One of the things we did was to replace the really old faucet with a small kitchen faucet. This is water. We have filtered water in our camper.
Which is amazing.
It is so good. But I think one of the things that we like the best is not just the filtered water, but the filtered water ice. We have a full ice maker in our camper. When you go to Florida as much as we do, super great, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Our other camper did not have.
No, most campers don't have an ice maker.
And like that is really cold ice.
It is really cold ice. Yep. All right. Then again, lots of storage for all of our kitchen stuff. We have in here even more storage. We have our plates, our cups. Metal is definitely the way to go. We have some glass storage. Again, the storage is just spectacular here. We have 3 of these pantry cabinets for narrow pantry holding.
And we honestly don't really use them.
No, we don't use them as much as we should because we have this pantry as well. Huge pantry. Huge. So,
Great for storing.
and it goes really deep back there. I don't know if you can see how far deep it is, but basically it's the entire length of my arm. We like storing things in baskets if it's small and can fall over. We like storing things in holders like this. And then sometimes they'll just stay right in the bags that they came from. Our fridge, it's small, it's little, but it works.
It's a camper fridge.
It's a camper fridge.
Big for a camper, I think.
It's pretty normal for a camper, but we have the fridge and we have the freezer. And truly, this is after 3 weeks of living in it. We got to do some clean out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have a clean out the fridge night pretty soon. Then we have coming back here so you can kind of see how everything fits together. We do have our oven. It has some burners here underneath. So we actually, so we can use it as a stove. We have our toaster oven, which has basically, it stays out all the time. More storage under here. This is where we keep our paper towels and our kitchen trash bags and a lot of other little things that we need here and there.
It's great for a 3-week trip.
Yes, I mean, we could totally stay in here much longer with how we have everything organized. Yeah. Again, all of the overhead storage where we keep our Disney travel stuff is in there. We have our adventuring out things in there. Kitchen things and our supplements are in here. So this is like our first aid supplement cabinet. We bring way more than we need, but
it's good to bring more than we need.
It's good to bring more than we need, yes, agreed.
When you're gone for 3 weeks.
Yep. We have our oils, we have our homeopathy. I know they shouldn't be stored next to each other. They just were pushed there for right now. Clothes can go in our, let me show this one. The lights don't always turn on all of these, but this is for our shoes and our rain jackets. So we have them nice and organized, and our vacuum cleaner, which I need to plug in because we need to vacuum in here. All of the handles, you close it and you press it and then it stays closed.
For the drawers, there's like a button at the bottom.
Yeah. Let's see if we can show that. Yeah, you want to open it up? Yep, so you just press that. Yeah, yep. We can see it really well.
It's really good so that doors don't fling open.
Mm-hmm. All right. So again, that's our shoes in the first one. Tim, this is a work trip for Tim. And so he has, let me turn the light on there. So he has work clothes. This is where the kids keep their clothes in there. Dirty clothes can be down there. And look, we have a shelf. We'll keep towels, extra towels for going to the pool or the beach. Again, love how it closes. Love how it closes. And then we have the bathroom. Now, a lot of people will ask, how do you have any space or privacy? Well, this is how we do it. At night, we will open up this, and then we'll open up this, and then there we go. So we have a door to our bedroom. The kids have a door to their bedroom. And then if we go to the bathroom, then you just kind of walk in, or they just walk in, and it works really well. So here's our bathroom. The biggest trouble with these little bathrooms is storage of towels. And so when it comes to storing towels, we just have added a lot of hooks. So you can see we have them all up. We use Turkish towels because they dry really fast. But we have a nice skylight, and if we wanted to shower at nighttime, we could even turn the light on. The biggest thing with showering in RVs is you have to turn off the water in between sudsing up. So we have a special head that can turn the water on and off right from there and do nice army showers. We keep all of our stuff organized in there so that when we travel and we're on the road, it doesn't fall all over the place. So you can see we have lots of towels hanging up. The kids shower at night. Tim and I shower in the morning, so it works out fine. And we have a fan that we will turn on. We need to get some of that dust cleaned up. Lots of mirrors. Again, one of the things that we loved about this was how much storage there was, how many mirrors, so it looks really big and it's very light and bright. And the wood, all of the wood. We love it. So tons of storage, almost too much storage, one could say. So we have to remember where we put things. And all of the cabinets, look, they roll. Isn't that fun? So we have our extra bath towels stored in there, toilet paper, all of that. Here we have extra shower stuff stored there. So if we want to use the campsite showers, we can use that. All right. So again, lots of light. We do have, with our toilet, it's much higher. It was replaced by a previous owner of the camper, and it was replaced with a higher toilet than what's needed because it's built up on a ledge. And so one of the things that we will be doing is replacing the toilet with a shorter camper toilet. We just haven't done it yet because we don't have a need, and we're not going to replace it until we absolutely have to replace the toilet because it's a big hassle. So one of the things that I love most about camper toilets is this. So go to the bathroom, right? All right. Yeah, you're going to see the inside of my toilet. You go to the bathroom and then you flush. Another question we get all the time, does it smell? No, there is no smell in our bathroom. It's because you treat the tank. When you dump the black tank, which is the pooper tank, you will then add some water treatment to it. And the one that we've been using is Happy Campers. We've used other ones at different times, but we're currently using Happy Campers. So we'll dump a scoop of it in our toilet, put several minutes of water in there, and it mixes up, and basically there is no smell whatsoever. It's pretty amazing. People that don't take care of their toilet, their black and their gray water tanks, they're going to be the ones that have problems and smells. We don't. So we love it. We love that we don't have a smell, I should say. I've mentioned this a couple times, a black and a gray tank. A black tank is the poop. That's coming from the toilet. Then you have the gray tank. That's going to be the water that comes from the sinks, that comes from the shower. And so when we dump everything, it's one tube that goes out to our dump station. We dump the black water first, so the toilet water first, or the toilet whatever it ends up being first. And then you dump the gray water afterwards. So that's going to be all of the sudsy, soapy water that literally looks like a grayish color. And you're just going to dump that out, and that cleans out the hose and the tank. And it's pretty easy and not as gross as one would think. And it works really well. Okay, so here we are here, showing it all closed again. More storage for clothes. So those are the drawers that we have. Tim gets the top two, I get the bottom. And then we have all of this storage in our cabin all around us. We have 2 windows that let in so much natural light. Mirrors everywhere which bounce the light off. But really, when you look at this, it really feels like a cruise ship cabin, and it's one of the things that we just fell in love with this unit. I also have a vanity area, a desk area, so we have a little stool, so some storage so that I can bring my books or whatever I'm studying at the time. And then we have just great space, little TV over there, which we really don't use. A lot of people have a TV in their main space. We decided not to, but you can see again just the view of how much storage we have. Oh, I didn't mention this. We also have storage in here. So again, lots of cabinets, lots of hidey holes here. The biggest trouble, and this is the side of the bed that I sleep on. That's Tim's side. It's just how we've always been. Tim, unfortunately, has a little ledge that he has to deal with. One day he got up on my side and he hit his head on the cabinet. So he actually says that he likes having the ledge. That's fine. I am not going to argue with him at all. But that is essentially our whole cabin. So again, just walking through. Let me close things up. So there you go. Do you guys feel like we have enough space in our camper?
Yep.
Do you ever feel like you're on top of each other?
Sometimes, but that's what's nice about the back room.
Yeah, so if you guys really need space, one of you will go to the back room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the life. Sometimes I want slide outs, but honestly, it's so much less of a hassle.
Yeah, the slide outs are the things that pop out of campers and give more space. And our travel trailer had that. This one of the other things that we love about it is that it doesn't have it. So that's less to go wrong, less mechanical. And
some people don't know why we don't love it. We are happy with that, but yeah, we are.
Yeah. So, I mean, just to show you, so going back to the kitchen, we really don't have a need for it because if you look, there's a lot of room in here and a lot, I mean, we don't have to worry as we're traveling down the road. We can just walk and we don't run into stuff unless David's feet are out, and we can just go all around. And so lots of room, lots of storage, lots of light, lots of bright, lots of natural light, lots of wood, and just a couple other things that we have to fix aesthetically. So again, one of the things that we did was we put the blackout curtains on. These are the old fabric valances, so those will eventually come down and we'll replace them with the same fabric so that it matches a little bit better. Can't really see it too much, but yeah, we might replace the chairs, or I mean, they're nice sturdy chairs, but maybe just the fabric of the chairs. And not a lot other. Oh, the carpet. I'd love to replace the carpet. That is 30-year-old carpet. But that'll happen another time.
Maybe we could replace it with no carpet.
We'll see.
That would be a lot of work, though.
That would.
What if we had a Disney carpet?
Oh, a Disney carpet. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like it.
A very fluffy Disney carpet.
A very fluffy Disney carpet. Ooh, maybe you'll have to design it for us. All right, cool. Thanks so much for taking a look at our camper.
Yeah, thank you.
So I want to start this off by saying we love our camper. We love traveling in an RV. It is amazing to pull up to your site and have everything you want and need there ready to go. You don't need to unpack. You don't need to figure out a hotel and sleeping in a strange place. I don't know that we sleep better anywhere than we sleep in our RV. The downside of traveling in our RV is that when things go wrong, you're on the hook to fix them. It's basically your second house that you have to take care of and maintain. This past Tuesday, we're at Disney. Our camper was packed. It was at the site. It was all closed up. Everything was great. We were at the parks and we had a great time. And when we came back, we saw a lot of commotion at our neighbor's site, and we noticed that our Halloween decorations, we had a couple of blow-up Haunted Mansion decorations, and we noticed that those were deflated, and we just figured our neighbors unplugged them. No big deal. But then we noticed there was a lot of commotion at our neighbor's site, and come to find out that lightning struck a tree that was right next to our campsite, and it fried their air conditioner and a couple of the other electronic components on their camper. And so we quick ran inside and checked out our camper, and come to find out both of our air conditioners were not working either. So we got very lucky. Service technicians that were working on their camper were just finishing up and had just pulled away. We were able to call them, and they came back in about 10 minutes and diagnosing our air conditioners. Both had some fried circuit boards, had some sort of power spike from the lightning. This is the outcome of that.
That's the tree. Yep.
Struck by lightning.
And we think some of it jumped off and hit our camper and hit the camper.
Unfortunately, it is time for us to leave this beautiful campsite and hit the road back home. But before we do, it's time for us to do a couple of things to be ready to go. Alright, so Dory, what are we doing over here?
We are going to dump the gray tank. We don't have enough to dump the black tank. So, clip that in place so it doesn't fall.
It's gonna fall.
It's going to fall?
Yep.
Well, that's not good. How about now?
That's better.
Better. Okay.
Step one, always put
one.
on gloves.
Stash of rubber gloves. Yeah. All right.
This is a very exciting job.
All right. Step 2. We have to find it. It's back here, isn't it?
Yep.
That's black. Let me do this so I can see it. Yes, there it is. Okay. Lift it up, and then here it comes.
And you can see, so the gray tank is just the water from the sinks. You can see it's flowing down our tube and down the drain.
And it is literally gray, murky water.
Yep.
Lovely, right?
So-
Just, you know, the joys of RV life. Honestly, this is one of the easiest jobs. I finally have figured out how I can maneuver and find those levers, so.
It's nice that I don't have to do it all the time now.
You were at work the other day, and the gray tank was completely full, and the black tank was 3/4 full, and we had a whole day, and I said, oh no, we're gonna be in trouble. I need to figure this out on my own, and I did.
You did.
Now I can do this job.
It's not so hard.
No. I did it in the travel trailer, and then now, because of where it was located, I wasn't doing it because it was so hard to get back there, but I don't have injured shoulders anymore, so I can do it.
And for this view here, it's all worth it.
It sure is.
I'm sorry to leave this morning.
We're back in 6 weeks.
That's right. So the other thing that's different about this than our travel trailer is that we have a 100-gallon gray water tank, so it takes a little while to dump. We put these little clear bends in so we can see how things are flowing. We have one on that end and one on that end there. So the next thing, just because we have a little bit of time this morning and we have a good setup for it, is we're flushing out our gray tank. And so we have another hose. This is a separate hose from our drinking water hose. We don't like to mix those two. But what this is connected to is just to a little spray valve here. And that sprays water all through our gray tank and cleans it out and lets us just fill it and flush it out with some good clean water. So we'll do that. We have another one on the black tank as well, but since we're not dumping the black tank today, we're not going to worry about that part. So while this is filling up so we can clear it out, I wanted us to talk about some of the other things that we replaced when the lightning struck. So this little gray box right here, that's our converter. And what that actually does is it uses AC power to charge the batteries for the coach, so that all of the 12-volt system has plenty of charge. And so that one was a pretty easy fix. It was just really plugging it into an outlet and connecting actually three wires. So that was the easiest fix of the ones that I did. The other things that I replaced that was broken with the lightning or blown out with the lightning, in this little panel right here, this is where all the 12-volt fuses and all of that sort of stuff is for the electrical distribution for the camper. I had to replace the boost solenoid there, which is something that I can connect to there's the coach battery, the chassis battery, and the house batteries together, so that two things can happen. One, they can charge each other, or if your coach battery is dead, you can connect it and start the camper from the house batteries. So it's an important thing, especially now as our alternator's not working, so things can stay charged as we're on the road.
All right, we are calling it. We really can't see how much water's been put in, but feels like it's pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and turn the water off to the tank. Reach back there. There we go. And there comes cleaner gray water.
There we go.
If you like this video,
Please subscribe.
And don't forget
to tell your friends. Bye! Eyes on the road, Dad.